Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. My name is Anu and I'm your psychic tarot reader. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. First of all, a very happy new year. We are in 2021. 2020 is over. The big heavy hitter planets are out of our sign, and I say our because I'm a Capricorn sign myself, and I have a lot of Sag and other signs. I have a lot of fire in my chart, but my sun is in Capricorn, so I'm excited. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and sharing your beautiful energy with us. I love it. I really appreciate it. If you're new, a very warm welcome, and let's get right into the reading. So we're gonna start with the Wisdom of the Oracle, get 2 cards from there, do a full Celtic cross, and then also get some manifestation cards along with spirit advice or animal spirit guides. So with that, I'm going to shut up and get some cards for us. Just know that this is a complete new beginning for the sign of Capricorn, as Saturn and Jupiter have left our sign and are now in Aquarius. This kicks off a new 20-year cycle specifically for Capricorns, but overall, this conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, and I'm actually going to do another reading on Jupiter Saturn grand conjunction for like a pick a card, perhaps not for every sign, I can't do that, but this is happening after 800 years, so it's a big deal. Follow some astrology and you'll learn all about it. But let's get into your reading for January, Capricorns. You have to be fair and peace. So to be fair is number 38, which boils down to an 11. 11 is a master number, like my channel 1111. So if you see 11s anywhere, that is again spirit talking to you. And to be fair really talks, it's similar to the justice card, okay? So things that haven't been fair are going to be fair. Scales are going to balance out this time around. And it also speaks about if you find yourself in a position to offer judgment to somebody, make sure that you just be extremely fair and extremely unbiased in that scenario, because it's a pretty big responsibility if you are in that if you find yourself in that position. Again, it's kind of like let me look at the scale. It's trying to weigh a fortune cookie against a pearl. I don't know if you can see. So it's again representing, you know, do you talk about quick things that come your way, or do you want to really focus on the wisdom, the pearl wisdom over here? So generally, again, it could be, and again, there's the owl right there on your crown. So you have a lot of wisdom. It is also speaking very clearly about this is time for things to become fair for you and for the karmic wheel to turn in your favor. If it hasn't been that way for you in the past. And finally, you will be at peace. So this is number 23, which, you know, reduces to a 5. 5 is actually about changes. So for those of you who will be making some big changes this month or this year, this energy just talks about like walk with peace. Have that inner peace within you, and just let the changes come your way. Just welcome them. Know that the hardships and the hard, heavy planets are out of your sign, so things are going to start moving. Perhaps for some of you too quickly. Make sure you are fair and you operate from a very peaceful and calm place rather than like rushing into it. So don't try to rush into these energies, because I was getting this kind of message over and over again. It's like, let's take this, okay? I'm going to pretend this is a car. You're driving a car. This is 2020. You're driving a car and you realize it's the wrong direction. And you have to turn around, okay? You turn around and then you start in the right direction. What Spirit is asking to pay attention is like it takes a bit of transition, okay? You can't just keep going this way and all of a sudden flip around and go in this direction. That was a pretty bad example, but someone had to hear it there. You can't just switch gears that ridiculously fast. You have to come in alignment. You have to be peaceful. You have to be fair and balance your energies. The scales also talk about balancing your own energies as you get into new beginnings. So that was I crack myself up sometimes, guys. So funny to myself. That was a very ridiculous example, but I hope the visual and the you know, thematics kind of made you understand that you can't just jump. Okay. All right. At your core, you have 7 of Pentacles. Crossing you is the 6 of Cups. In your foundation, you have the Fool. I talked about the new beginning. I can see it. Recent past, a 6 of Wands. Beautiful. Crowning you, we have the King of Pentacles. Let's see what else. Near future, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Let me just scooch the cards over a little bit. I'll draw out all the cards and then we'll talk through them. Okay, you can see them. Then how are you showing up in your energy as the 7 of Wands? Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. The cards are crooked. Just deal with it. Let's get going. See, I'm rushing it. I'm rushing it. The Capricorn, rushing it. So what's in your environment? We have the King of Swords. Ooh. Hopes and fears. The Lovers. And the possible outcome. We have 3 of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and then bottom of the deck is what energies are coming in with. You have the Knight of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, the 4 of Wands, which is also like my 1111 card. So the way I see these here is like, again, reflecting on what is important, and which is for 2020 has taught us a lot what or who is most important in our life, the solid foundations that we have with 4 of Wands, coming into your power. So there is a realization that you're ready to conquer and build your life the way you want it. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, it's about fertility, creation. When the female characters show up in tarot, they're mostly about creation and really tapping into your heart chakra. It's not gender specific. But this is somebody who is a provider, okay, for yourself, for your family, for your friends, whatever it is, being in a very provider and stable energy. 4 of Cups, when this is a little bit of a surprise when you're kind of bored and have some apathy around things that you may have lost in the past or things that didn't really pan out. All of a sudden, this new beginning comes, or this cup, this Ace of Cup comes from the universe. And which makes you charge ahead forward as the the Knight of Wands, excuse me. Knight of Wands is, again, this is what I was feeling when I was drawing the cards. Very feisty energy, a lot of fire, willingness to just like, no, not willingness, I would say this desire, this fire within to just move forward really, really quickly. So that's what's in your incoming energies. So let's see here where you're at. Where you're at right now is you have the 7 of Pentacles crossed by the 6 of Cups. The 7 of Pentacles is, again, this is, as I said, contemplation, evaluation, looking at all the hard work that you had done in the past and being at a point like, man, do I continue doing this? Or like, you know, is it time for me to move on? Now that's an interesting place to be because we know 2020 has been a ridiculous year with Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter in Capricorn, all conflicting and power struggles and, you know, structures and craziness, right? You name it. So what the message I'm getting here is like probably perhaps not the best baseline to work off if you understand the concept of baseline. So this is a point where you need to cherish all that you have worked on, but don't give up yet. And what's crossing you is a 6 of Cups. Again, there's nostalgia, thinking about the good times, thinking about the memories. This could also be thinking about friends and family that you couldn't get together in the past year due to social distancing, whatever that may be, but there is some nostalgia and good memories. So again, at the center, as you're coming here, and I'm recording this just before the solstice, there may be a lot of contemplation and thinking and remembering the past. Now, the only advice is don't give up yet. This is not the point to give up, but also don't get lost in the past memories, because, you know, whenever we put our memories in the vault or we get them out of the memory vault, we always alter them and we tend to forget the hardships. So it may seem too rosier than it actually was. That's what Spirit is saying. So remember them, cherish them, but don't get lost in them. Does that make sense? Okay, so in the recent past, you have the 6 of Wands. So getting some recognition or coming into this energy of getting recognition for all the hard work that you've done. There is, again, this is also a card of victory. Victory comes after a battle. So you've been through it. You've been through the thick and thin of it, and, you know, nasty people around you always challenging you, but you come out of that. That time is over. 6 is progress, moving out of 5s, which are more of the times of change. And in your foundation, like coming from that victory and this contemplation, you do have hope. This is the Fool, the major arcana. There's a lot of hope within you, and really tap into that this entire year. Understand this is going to be a completely new beginning, a new year for, as I said, for the next 2 decades. What the plants you sow now are going to grow for the next 2 decades. Kid you not. Little you know, astrological segue here. Both Saturn and Jupiter are in your 2nd house. The 2nd house is the house of your income, your personal income that you generate. This is okay. It's not shared income. It's not from other businesses or inheritance. No, this is you. This is going to be a big time for career in general, or, you know, enterprise, whatever you build, family, relationships. Those are going to last for a very long time and really going to take off. The next 2 years are going to be crazy. So maintain that faith, you know, sustain that Fool energy within you, be hopeful in that. It is very solidly in your foundation. And what's crowning you is the King of Pentacles. You do want to conquer it all, right? You do want to crush that career goal. You do want to build that business, or you do want to build that enterprise or that relationship. You want to be the provider. You want to be the ruler. That is, you're very, very, I would say, ambitious and determined. That's the energy I have in your crown. So again, work through your wisdom, be at peace, don't rush it. And again, look at all the things that you've learned and how far you've come. In the near future, you do have 4 of Pentacles. So this can be feeling a little bit closed off, kind of holding on to your sanity. Maybe sometimes thinking, you know, oh my God, is this really going to happen? This seems too good to be true. So there may be you may find yourself in an energy of like closing up your heart chakra and like building boundaries around you, protecting yourself from other people, and that's okay. Or maybe also even watching your money. Again, let's be fair, guys, for everybody, January is the time when all the bills hit, right? All the holiday shopping hits and our wish lists are all taken care of, but then the invoices start coming in and we start paying them. So sometimes we kind of get into this energy of like, oh my God, all my money's going away. So don't get into that energy. Money needs to flow. There needs to be inflow and outflow. You have to, you know, really switch your relationship with money, if this is specifically for money for some of you. But overall, I feel this is really about your heart chakra, kind of building your foundation, but also guarding it with all your might. And you don't need to. The big energies are shifting overall. So how you're showing up is you're still showing up, as I said, this goes very well with the 4 of Pentacles. You have the 7 of Wands, talks about, you know, guarding yourself, being on higher ground, constantly trying to like step up and be ahead of the competition. And Spirit's just saying that, again, you don't have to worry about them. You already are on higher ground. You've made it. You made it to high ground. Just hold it. There's no need to be, you know, super cautious or super defensive. This is a year or a month starting in January where you can relax a little bit overall and not feel that you have to defend your decisions to people all the time. In your environment, you have the King of Swords. This is, again, the universe supporting very intellectual power. So if you are working on these plans that we talked about, this new beginning, and trying to be the King of Pentacles, put your strategy, put your plan very, very clearly into focus. If you want to do vision boards or just write your goals for the year, do that, and the universe will really reward that. But also watch out for not being too cold. The King of Swords can sometimes be a little too cold and too goal-oriented. Because in your hopes and fears, you have the Lovers in the literal sense. You may be looking for a new relationship this month. It's a number 6, which is also about, you have 2 6s here. Look up the meaning of repeating numbers. You have 3 6s here. Beautiful. I love the number 6 myself. So look at the meaning of 666. how it talks about alignment and coming into the right vibration. But the Lovers is basically about a big decision. This is a choice. It used to be called the choice card in old tarot. So in your hopes and fears, you hope that you make the right choice this year, right? Or this month. I keep saying this year. I feel like the whole timeline is shifting for all signs. And in the outcome, you have the Three of Cups. So whatever you may think, however, how guarded you feel over here, it doesn't matter, because you are going to come out on the positive end with a little celebration with family and friends, or with yourself, whatever this may be. There will be separate celebration. There will be joy towards the end of the month or during the month, whatever it is. But the possible outcome is quite joyous. Beautiful. So let's get you a manifestation card from Abraham Hicks. Again, it's all about self-development. How can you make your reality happen, right? So let's see, Capricorn. All the decks are listed in the description box below in case you're interested. So, oh, deep card. Of course it has to be deep card for Capricorn. This says, but whose truth is the true truth? This is going to take me a while to explain. Let me read it to you. Just bear with me. I know this card very well. With enough attention to anything, the essence of what you have been giving thought to would eventually become a physical manifestation, right? So what you think about, you bring about, is how Dr. Joe Dispenza says. And then as others give attention to it, they help it expand. In time, this manifestation, whether wanted or not, is called truth. Deliberate creation is about deliberately choosing your experiences and make your truth. So this is what I want you to focus on. The last part here that says deliberate creation is about deliberately choosing those experiences you make your truth. So what this means is like whatever you believe in, it keeps happening, and eventually it becomes your belief, and whatever you believe becomes true. Okay, so for example, if you have a belief within you that your truth or your belief is nothing comes to you ever easy, okay, that everything works out at the end, you always get what you want, but it's never easy. And that has happened with a few experiences in your life, and because you had those experiences, that's kind of turned into your belief. So whenever something new comes your way, you automatically go to the belief, oh yeah, this is going to happen, but I know I'm going to hit quite a few hurdles. And yes, the universe responds and said, sure, your wish is granted, right? So this is what it's saying. Whether or not you believe in it, whatever you focus on will become truth, will become your reality. So again, focus on deliberate creation, especially this year or so. This is a very deep card. I highly recommend these, by the way. I draw them for myself every morning just to like get some inspiration and some, you know, realignment of myself. If you like the reading, if you resonate with the messages, drop me a like, drop me a comment, hashtag claim it in the comments below, and, you know, really draw these energies in for yourself. Let's get you a couple animal wisdom cards as advice. Oh, my deck is upside down. And if you see these animals anywhere, again, know that spirit is talking to you in those. So, I love when it all comes together. So first we have number 54, which is a 9, which is a close to completion. The skunk spirit. Know your worth. Absolutely 100% know your worth. It all stems from your own worth. And if you see a smell or see or smell a skunk, you know there's some message there. The universe is talking to you. It's amazing. I like how I'm very sensitive to smell, so I can pick up those things, and that's why I'm laughing. And then you have number 62, which boils down to an 8. 8 is infinity, it is strength, it is creation, manifestation, and you have the turtle spirit. Look at this. Slow and steady wins the race. So do not disregard all the work that you've put in here in the past. You have been victorious. You will win the race. Do not, like, you know, get too cold about it, or don't feel defensive anymore, because slow and steady wins the race. This is your time. So I hope the reading made sense. If you resonate with this, do drop me a like, comment below what this is about and what are you manifesting here. And if you're curious, again, all the decks are listed in the description box. Especially I highly recommend the Abraham Hicks ones. These are really, really beautiful and kind of bring some inspiration. So With that, I wish you again a very happy new year. I'll see you next time around or in one of my other readings. Until then, namaste. Wish you much love and light. Take care.